major blue pill critic of the RP, Hunter Avallone's now ex-wife cheated on him with 5 black dudes and admitted that he couldn't satisfy her. There needs to be a reaction to this ASAP. Oh shit, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. That's insane. All right, so, and I have reacted to Hunter Avallone before, right? You guys know who Hunter Avallone is? Or no, let's see. Muslim Spaces. All right, so here let's just jump into a Hunter Avallone video just so y'all see who Hunter Avallone is, right? On masculinity. Hot masculinity takes. All right, this is Hunter Avallone right here. Let's just go over him real quick, right?
Now, I don't know about you all, but I, for one, am very, very sick of being a soy boy beta. Now, as most of you know, now that I think that trans people are human, I am a soy boy, man bun, Starbucks, hipster, barista cuck. I'm sick of flexing my arm and being able to wrap my scrawny little twink fingers around my scrawny little twink bicep. I'm ready to throw down and become an alpha. I tried taking some alpha lessons from Mike from PA. Unfortunately, they weren't very effective. In fact, I actually became more of a beta after hanging out with him. It was weird. I don't know. It probably has nothing to do with that. But anyway, I found this really...
You see how he just immediately shames anything that is remotely masculine, right? It's like he looks at like having big biceps and arms and he just dismisses it and he just makes fun of it. Like, oh, I have little Twinkie arms, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. Do you want to change it or you just want to point out how like beta you look?
Valuable Twitter.
Like, it's like this sarcastic humor and this take of just like, oh yeah, I'm going to be sarcastic about masculinity and I'm just going to dismiss it. I'm going to look at it as like something that's stupid and should be laughed at. It's goofy. That's that blue pill soy mentality, right? It's not necessarily that you look this way. It's that you don't want to do anything to change it. You don't want to do anything to better yourself. And then you just literally cope with your whole entire community.
Page. It's called, shout out to this Twitter page, okay? It's called Hot Masculinity Takes. And this page compiles
let's see.
The best takes on masculinity. Okay? We can read through this Twitter page.
God damn, I hate this Wii music in the background. It just makes it look even worse, bro.
And we can learn how to be a man together. Men.
Let's go.
Listen up, men. If she drinks alcohol, if she smokes cigarettes and weed, oh shit, if she smokes shisha, am I dumb
You are starting a terror
for not even knowing what this is? What the fuck is shisha? Oh, it's like a tobacco water pipe thing. You are
Yo, bro, if you ever, I don't even know what shisha was, but that's like that hookah shit, right? If you ever see a girl smoking this shit and she's just really good at it, bro, I'm sorry.
She belongs to the streets.
Bro, she is going to F your life over, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
At terrorism. Just abandon that relationship. You deserve the best. Hashtag masculine.
Nah. See, this is the part I disagree with, right? You deserve the best, right? You don't deserve shit, bro. You're a sack of shit. You earn the best, right?
Saturday. Not even Masculinity Monday. At least that flows, but no. Masculinity Saturday. I'm more interested in how he thinks this is staring at terrorism. I don't know, personally.
All right. Terrorism, he's obviously talking about, like, feminism, right? And, like, most women that are feminists will essentially do these traits, right? She drinks a lot of alcohol. She smokes cigarettes and weed, right? Like, the people that smoke cigarettes are equivalent to the people that are just always vaping and taking that vape because they need something to, like, escape for a second. I need something, bro. Just breathe air.
Breathe air.
Breathe air. All right? If you smoke weed, again, a lot of people smoke weed. I smoke weed, but I smoke weed at the end of the day when I've got all my shit together to kind of, like, numb down, relax a little bit. And even I'll agree that that's bad. That's bad in most cases. But a lot of people smoke weed to escape the way they feel. So this is terrorism. A combination of all these things are essentially, you're looking at a woman that's like devaluing herself on a day-to-day basis. Like, why would you want to be with a person like that? right? These are just the most extreme words, but this dude is taking it so literally, and then he has to make it sarcastic.
When I think of terrorism, I tend to think of 9/11. Not a woman with tattoos and piercings smoking some damn shisha. Don't look.
All right, it missed him. Bet his wife was an alpha girl, boss hoe. Yo, bro, let's see more. Hold up. I did watch him debate Zerka. Let's see. That one might be interesting. I did watch this debate. I'll like skip through debates. Let me see. Let's see his take. There was a great question they had where they were talking about are men becoming more vulnerable, right? I think it was right here.
Just admit it. That's the only missing variable. Admit how you fucked
have like
up.
a strange
So
fetish.
We're talking about
Yeah, no. Also,
the era of men being great, the suicide rates are the highest.
Hold up.
We have all these videos and people and blogs and YouTube stories available on the internet. It's becoming more normalized, but it's always actually been a thing. I'm sorry
that we're going to jump into the open dialogue. Do want to say, folks, at science, religion, and politics, we of course.
Zerka, do you mind if I go first?
All right, here's the question.
The table is set. Let's get to the main course.
Zerka, do you mind if I go first?
I unmuted you, Zerka. So, Zerka, you should be able to. I'll click unmute again, just so you're able to unmute yourself, and that way you'll be able to talk. I will mute if everybody's talking over each other.
Zerka, do you mind if I go first? I have a pretty good.
not at all. Destroy these fucking clowns.
Okay. All right. So first of all, this is a little bit of a random side point, but it's an important one. So Hunter, you said that testosterone lowers your physical strength. That is true, but it doesn't only affect your physical strength. It affects your overall mental well-being. If you have low testosterone, you are less likely to be confident and assertive. Will you agree with me on that?
I mean, if we're talking about like dangerously low levels, then yeah, that's fair. But if we're talking about like what's happening here, which is just a steady decrease of testosterone, that's much more so because of employment.
Well,
that's much more because of what?
Just a steady decrease of testosterone, that's much more so because of employment.
What does he say? I didn't even hear the word he's saying. Employment? What is it?
Well, that's not necessarily true, but we're talking about the difference between a testosterone level between like an average of 700 and 300. 300 would be not considered like dangerously low, you're going to die, but it is twice as low. And men who go on testosterone replacement therapy, and me being one of them, report that afterwards that you do feel more confident, you do feel more assertive, you do feel more grounded, right? That's just a very common knowledge for anyone who's ever taken testosterone.
Because it's natural for men to have higher levels of testosterone.
Remember, testosterone is essentially a chemical component in your body that would make you a little more assertive, a little more masculine, a little more aggressive, right? A little more energy to want to do things. That's why you must preserve your testosterone. You must find ways to naturally increase your testosterone. And they're all very simple things. It's really consisting of having a high protein diet, right? Drinking water, not smoking, not consuming alcohol, right? Because those things kill off your testosterone. They kill off your ability to want to do things, right? Increasing it, go to the gym, increase your endorphins, lift those weights, right? That's why testosterone is so linked to masculinity. And right now, people are just doing well. And they're not even people aren't even going out and getting a healthy amount of sunlight. You need sunlight. This is how you increase your testosterone, or at least maintain what you have. Because with every single person that's being born, the testosterone is just going down and down and down. And it's because of terrible eating habits, terrible sleeping schedules, terrible outdoor exposure, right? Terrible mentality towards, let me just be depressed and take a bunch of pills. That's what Hunter Avallone says he does, right?
Than women, okay? But when you say strong and confident, et cetera, what does that have to do necessarily with masculinity?
Because
I think you're mainly talking about like your sex drive and energy.
No, I'm not. Because if we could show that testosterone is directly related to your confidence and assertiveness, and we can show...
I'm not as concerned about that, because if you're going to say that, hey, testosterone levels are naturally decreasing with every generation, this can be leading to men being less assertive, which can be detrimental, then that's fine. That's a conversation to be had. And again, I never really contested this even. I mean, yeah, the testosterone levels are going down. And if you're telling me
that a bad thing?
Well, hold on. I'm saying if you're telling me it has...
No, you gotta take a hard stance here. Is that a bad thing?
No, I don't need to take a hard stance. I'm trying to finish my first point here, so hold on a moment.
Here we go.
What I'm saying is that If the testosterone levels are getting down to a place, again, where it's not healthy, then we can talk about that. But I never disagreed that testosterone levels are dropping. And if you're telling me they have problems with, or it can cause issues with mental well-being, then we should talk about that as well.
Well, you see, that's directly correlated to the initial question, which was, are men like weaker, or are they like being more and more vulnerable nowadays, right? And it's linked towards that.
That's directly related to the argument. If
Exactly.
testosterone is
So what can we do to change that then, specifically?
how can we change it for men? Well, largely for men, it involves their
Habits.
diet and their sleep and their physical routine, right?
So encouraging people to go exercise more, we would agree on that one. Probably.
Right. I mean, exercise is a small part of it, but that's we're getting off to a side tangent. I'm trying to prove a point that men today are wimpier than they were back in the day.
Oh,
and
boom,
the
boom.
evidence I'm
Boom,
using
boom.
for that is
That's the question, right? Is guys are more wimpier. That was your initial question.
the fact that, it's beyond dispute that men have lower testosterone levels, and it's also beyond dispute that testosterone is directly related to your confidence. So if you have lower confidence because of your hormones, you are going to be more wimpy. Is that not so?
Do you not think that though hormone levels in men and women are actually both?
Well, why don't we just look at? Why don't we look at?
I mean, I'm just
Why does she just derail the conversation? Shut up.
like it's not.
Thank you, lady. Thank you for that. Why don't we look at? Maybe it's anecdotal, but let's look at Hunter. When
Yo,
he
let's do
started
this.
YouTube, he was filled with testosterone, and then
Holy
it
shit.
slowly kind of just.
Why do you always go down to these like weird insults? You realize when I started
I don't know
YouTube,
if
people
it's-
wait, hold
Because
on.
he only
Sorry.
likes to make
How the fuck
arguments.
is that a
that
goal?
make
When I
people
started
polarized.
YouTube,
That's
my
actually the
friend,
only compliment I'll ever
It's
get.
not actually intelligent.
That's a
people,
compliment.
when I started YouTube, people made fun of me for looking like an anorexic twink.
Right, but you didn't.
No
have
one
this
said I had.
temper-
No one said I
Hunter,
looked
you didn't
masculine.
have this.
I've never
you
been
didn't
a
have this
particularly
temperament.
masculine-looking guy, but I think that this
Hunter,
is almost
you
a side
didn't-
point.
Hunter,
I
you
think that a
didn't
better
have when you started YouTube. You didn't have like a defeated feminine temperament. You used to actually speak different, sound different.
Yeah.
It was actually like it's
Yeah,
like night and
didn't
I had
day.
no
you used to
idea.
be a
I had
loser
no
gamer
idea.
that
So you see. I guess what Sergo's trying to point out is that Hunter Avallone slowly took more and more of that blue pill, right? He started just agreeing with feminine ideologies more and more and more, feelings like towards the LGBTQ. Either he sold his soul for the bag and then just started changing his habits in this negative way, and that's kind of what gives us like this negative aspect towards masculinity, towards the truth, right?
never got laid, Erica, and then you started deciding to implement toxic masculine talk into your game, and then
Yeah,
get
it's
laid.
almost like
we all
I.
used
It's
to
almost
be
like I
different.
took.
Fuck off.
It's almost like I took Hunter's. I took Hunter's fucking testosterone because I became more. You became a lot
Every
less.
time we have these conversations with these red pill people, and you guys are so obsessed with masculinity, you inevitably end up saying something really gay sounding. It's always hilarious. But again, let's try.
Where was the gay thing? Where I missed
by
the
saying
gay
you took away my testosterone, I don't know. It just sounded a little bit. It could have some meaning with it.
And that's what they do all the time, right? You'll see blue pill people. They always say, "Oh, you made a gay joke." That's their insult. Like that's always the way to defend themselves. It's so like it's such a pattern, bro. You see Abel and Preach do the same thing. You see Destiny do the same thing, right? It's always the blue pill dudes that always immediately go to, "Oh, masculinity sounds so gay. Why is it so gay? What the fuck?" They always try to insult you with that.
And you're obsessed with getting
I think
pegged
a
and
better-
weird fucking things.
No,
You
but
guys are
Hunter,
Guys, wait,
Hunter,
please,
you're a
can we- let's
perfect
stop.
example.
Let's stop
What
with the
the
dick
fuck
measuring
happened
contest
to
here
you
because
when you were successful, right, and a Republican?
I'm going to give you a quick
But
chance
you-
to finish
something-
on, and then we do have to go over to Hunter.
Something in Hunter's psyche changed. Like maybe you
after
watched
you
a
swallowed
movie.
the load of my testosterone.
I know what it was, Hunter.
You were
It
on
was
your
your
knees.
wife.
And then he makes the gay joke.
Your wife. Your wife's soft.
Bro, he literally made fun of him for sounding gay, and then he makes the gay joke, bro. And this girl laughs, obviously, because she's just pandering, but she would never, ever fuck with a dude like Hunter Avallone, right?
It was when you were on your knees.
Your
swallowing
wife
the load of
turned
my
you
We're
into
going to talk about people's
Your wife
wives
turned you
tonight.
into a Democrat, right, Hunter?
My
Is that
wife,
what happened?
actually, no, not at all. That's another really.
Really, she had no influence living with her. and
Can
having
we
kids, had no influence.
Can we actually get back on topic?
Yeah,
Boom! So Zerka literally exposed. He literally exposed Hunter Avallone's entire situation. What is this, like a month ago? 1 month ago, bro. 1 month ago, right there. Boom. What did he say?
A Democrat, right, Hunter?
my
Is that
wife,
what happened?
actually, no, not at all. That's another really.
Really, she had no influence living with her.
Can we-
and having
can we
kids,
do
had
this?
no influence.
Can we actually get back on topic?
Yeah,
We're
this is,
Damn, and then he derailed. He's like, "Damn, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that, bro. Don't talk about how my wife, how the girl that I chose, essentially changed my point of view, changed my demeanor, changed how I acted, right? Changed how that's very important, right? When you have like this mentality where you prioritize the girl, you prioritize her feelings, you're fucking constantly running and chasing after, you start to change, you start to mold into a weaker version of yourself that she can't even respect. Let's be honest. And now let's move towards what's going on here, right? Is Hunter Avallone tweeted this. He said, I deleted all my tweets because I didn't need to contribute to the fire or furthering of falsehoods. Here's the true chain of events. Number 1, wife and I both agreed to do some OnlyFans content together. This included her sending some photos and messages to people for the business. Right? I genuinely don't see anything wrong with effing my wife and making money while doing so. Only insecure betas think otherwise, right? So it's like, if you disagree with him, then you're an insecure beta. Okay, bro. Well, let's see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. Let's breathe air a little bit.
Breathe air.
We set clear boundaries, which were no physical contact with other men. I remain the only man seen in the leaked OnlyFans content, and this boundary was never violated during the duration of our marriage, right? As far as you know, as what she's willing to tell you, right? But we'll watch the text messages right after this. 3, unrelated to the OnlyFans stuff, we formally agreed to separate after discussing the idea for the last year and a half, right? Why did she agree to separate? Why? Because you allowed her to walk down this path of OnlyFans shit, right? Then she had all the freedom, all the ability to disrespect you, which she did, and this led towards what? We agreed to separate. So he's literally the cause of his failed marriage, right? Or it's the mentality that his wife brought to him, this feminism ideology, this turning towards blue pill and rejecting the red pill. These are the consequences for his mistake, right? He's laying it out here. 4 days later, I briefly announced it. Carissa only expressed interest in other sexual endeavors after we had both agreed to separate and see other people. Yeah. Again, more cope. This is, you believe the girl that initiated the divorce, bro. Bro, you really believe the girl that initiated divorce. God damn. 6, nobody left anyone for anyone else. If this happened, Carissa and I wouldn't have remained roommates and amicable throughout this process. Again, why would you cope? What would be the reason for coping? You had to live with this girl. You had to believe everything she told you and pedestalize her, right? For the sake of the kids, right? After legal action was threatened, the initial video spreading the falsehoods and rumors was deleted by the uploader. He has since acknowledged he and misunderstood the situation due to the fact that the photos were meant to be anonymous and the video uploader attached a legal name to blur this visible photos. This is legally revenge porn, as the intent of this video was to malign and harass, plus the sender of the photos had to reasonable expectation of privacy. Okay, sure. 9, despite the video being deleted, the damage has been done and all that evidence has been saved and handed over to law enforcement. Okay. 10, it's creepy how obsessed my personal life y'all are. Well, you do attack masculinity a lot and you believe that you have a better solution towards it. So of course people are going to go towards your relationship and then compare what you say and what's happening in your life, right? I by no means mean to attack this dude, but I do mean to learn from his mistakes, and hopefully other people can learn from his ideologies and the mistakes he's made and correct themselves before they get led down this path, right? At the end of the day, this has taught me a valuable lesson about how quickly rumors can spread and how fast many people are willing to throw you under the bus. This also has taught me to be even more sparing with the people whom I trust, right? And it is essentially him finding out that all the blue pill dudes, or maybe his friends actually give him good advice, and he's just like, I'm just not willing to take it. If either you're on my side or like you're just insecure beta, right? And remember, this is always going to happen. The rumors, misinformation is always going to be spread. That's the internet. That's what you signed up for. You must always know that. So what did you learn? That's that. I know regardless of my words, the uploader retracting this video, my ex-wife's account of things contradicting the rumors and the clear violation of law, people who hate me, blah, 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 blah. We will continue to tell me I'm in denial or that I'm coping. Yeah, bro. See, he predicted exactly what we were saying, bro, because he knows it's true, but he can't see this as reality because they are coming from an emotional place of hatred for me. No, that's the difference, is that I'm not coming from a place where I hate this dude. I'm coming from a place where I disagree with the ideology, and now I'm looking at how it's affected your life so that we can learn from it, right? Rather than a genuine respect for the truth. Okay, well, if you respect the truth, then why did you delete every single tweet in order to hide stuff? So, I mean, whatever. This is the final time I'll be engaging with this Twitter. Thanks for reading. P.S. Tyrone and Jamal were only her friends. Oh my God, bro. Red pillars when Sneeko openly admitted to getting cucked. I sleep. No. We reacted to that. Right? Red pillars when provable lies spread that Hunter got cucked. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody really make a reaction to this video, right? I know regardless of my words, the uploader retracting. All right, let me see. It's pretty sad to see throwing the insults at everyone and using them to insecure and beta just makes you come off as an emotional and taking it out on everyone. You are trying to Giga Chad with memes and chokes, but just come off pitiful and full of cope. Sad, honestly, right? And that's kind of the same idea that I have, right? And that's why I'm trying to learn from this. I'm really trying to learn from the situation. So let's see what this guy says. Hunter Avallone's ex-wife trying to set up gangbangs with all black men is Carissa Todd.
Hey, because she always act desperate for money. And it's weird because she supposedly got a good job. She's like, how can I make $5,000 real quick?
What is this? How tough would a gangbang be to set up? So this is her. Depends on what you want. It looks like, are you thinking of just trying to charge me? You see, that's the thing with these blue pill dudes, bro. With these dudes that just like cope and just look the other way. Is how do you not read these messages and see that, bro, this girl doesn't respect you. She doesn't want these things from you. She wants them from someone else, right? Even his wife, who might be like Democrat or Lib or whatever, she wants the red pill dude, bro. She wants the Tyrone dude.
And I'm like,
I'll have someone willing to pay to have a video made for them. I just need 5K, but he's willing to pay more for more people. I said 4 or 5 could be possible, and I thought we could split the difference if you could film and edit it.
I can't call it, because that's not how this goes. Like, the way I instruct people is you got to treat this shit like a real job. You got to grind. It's a million other.
If you could travel, I would probably set that up easily. I'm expecting he'd be willing to pay around $8,000. You seem scared to F one guy from Tinder, though. How are you going to handle 5? LOL. I have people lined up with Tinder. I almost F someone yesterday, but Hunter was throwing up. My health stuff is wrapping up, so it will be
girls
easier.
Competing with you, and you got to outcompete them. There ain't no fast way to the top. You just got to grind like crazy. And she never wanted to do that. She just wanted to kind of get to the end point, get to the money. So she hits me back like,
so she did this for money?
I got this dude who's saying he'll give me like $7,000 if you could set up a gangbang. How difficult would that be for you to set that up for me? And she's like, hey, if you could set up a gangbang and it's got to be all black dudes, he wants me to do it outdoors and just a bunch of black dudes.
Dude, why she's so obsessed. I also had this first Tinder guy scheduled yesterday, but he had an open house. So we moved it to Friday, and the other guy was the backup plan, right? You see, look, she has abundance. All the opportunity, all the balls are in her court. Right? This is what the RP says. We just acknowledge that women have an opportunity, and they're more likely to cheat because they have more opportunities than the regular guy, and everybody gets mad. Everybody gets mad when the truth is said. I swear to you, the UD Twitch started the right when I agreed to F and send it to you started the same day. So I got on antibiotics, which is what caused the ulcer. What the hell? And then the strep happened, so that entire chunk of time was just like...
I told them, I'm cool with y'all peeing on me. Y'all just can't pee in my mouth and my eyes.
What?
Y'all gonna see the receipts. But she's like, how could I,
I get all of that, and like I said, I'm not going to hold your health against you. No one wants to be sick. The problem is that you just don't seem to be very obedient personality, generally speaking. So what is she?
An alpha female.
Just reading the word, you probably got triggered. LOL. I looked at you being sexy, book smart, and slutty, and though the sky was a limit, part of me felt like it could help mold you a bit. You could even be a great girlfriend potentially. What?
Did you set that up for me? I'll give you a cut.
And she said, I didn't get triggered. I understand what you're saying, bro. You see, but if Hunter Avallone said this, I guarantee, I'm now making an assumption, but if Hunter Avallone said this, she would get triggered, right? She would get triggered. Or maybe she gets turned off. Maybe she's like, yo, maybe this is what we need to actually help our relationship. So look, these are some of her messages, right? Islamophobe Hunter Avallone with Carissa Avallone has been exposed for cheating on him with black men. YouTuber Hawk has several receipts showing that she was interested in multiple gangbangs with black men, were offered up to $8,000. She also revealed her husband was sexually inadequate and that she was no longer interested in him. You see, bro? You see, sexually inadequate, right? And they were having this whole conversation about testosterone, right? And sexual energy. Why? It's because you choose pills. You choose the blue pills, right? The ones that are keeping you sexually inadequate. Instead of going to the gym, getting some sun and bettering yourself, you choose to shame the giga chads, right? You choose to shame masculinity, right? And then what are the consequences of that? Sexual inadequacy, right? And if you can't sexually please your girl, then guess what? She will no longer be interested in you because she don't respect you. She's going to tell you she loves you. She's going to tell you she's not going to cheat on you, right? Just to make you feel better. So you don't self-delete, right? But that's not the truth. Initially, she had desired an open marriage, but Hunter was not going along. W Hunter, bro. Yo, W Hunter for that much, bro. For real, bro. For real. You should have just kept it open on your side, not on her side, right? Right? Maybe that relationship would have lasted longer. She kept her OnlyFans going and eventually began to cheat on him, allegedly speaking, right? We don't know this, but us RP dudes are gonna just assume. We're gonna assume because the receipts are here. The receipts are here. This is unfortunate effect of liberalism and its emphasis on the subjective morality. Right? Hopefully this don't happen to who? Who else do we see in the space? Destiny, right? Destiny, that's kind of like the same situation. Let's see. This guy says, K, I'm going to lean back and kiss your legs and feet. I'm deep inside of you. F, I'm going to grind against your D, trying to force it deeper into me. I want as much of you as possible. I want to squeeze my punani around you. It'll be the tightest punani you've ever felt. Do you see these messages, bro? Do you see how this dude is literally just saying what he's going to do to her and he's sexually enticing her, right? He's fucking with her mind first, right? He's essentially warming up, ovening the punani before he goes in. And when you're close to come, all right, and it gets real crazy. I don't want to read all this. I feel like a weirdo. I want to squeeze every drop of nut from your... Yo, this is crazy, bro. I can't, bro. Hell no. And you know what's funny is I'm sure Destiny and Hunter Avallone would be like, yo, you read this and you get triggered? Bro, what they'll say is like, oh, if you can't read this, you're insecure. You're insecure, bro. What the fuck? That's what they'll say. They'll say you're insecure if you can't accept this from your girl. Right? And then she still leaves. So you just prove us right. I think I would start with effing you. I know I probably wouldn't give constructive criticism. Then I would want to F you, the Australian guy, because he's fat and funny. So she literally finds like any other dude attractive that's not Hunter Avallone, right? When you phrase it like that, I'm not going to say no. LOL, did y'all used to F or something? No, he. So now how he used to have Lauren Southern on a lot, yeah. He was going to divorce Melina to get into a monogamous relationship with Lauren Southern, but Melina found... What is this? What the hell? All right, cool. Carissa and I both have decided to amicably end our marriage. We are still close friends with no hate in our hearts towards each other, and we share a vested interest in raising our children together in a safe environment. Thank you for respecting our privacy, right? That's the politically correct thing to say, right? Right. So
you need to do what you're supposed to do.
So how do you avoid this? What's the answer? Oh, again, Sneeko put up the Confederate flag. I think this is proof that Sneeko isn't only a cuck. He was cucked by a black dude. Sneeko is black. But he was, right? And the same for Sneeko, the same for Hunter Avallone. This is a learning thing. Sneeko can proudly admit, hey, this was a learning lesson for me, right? Because I fell into that liberal trap, that liberal mentality of, oh yeah, let me just let my girl do whatever she wants and there will be no consequences, right? And there was, right? He had deep shame for what he had done and he openly shared it with the world. The world mocked him for it, but people like us, we learn from it, right? And in Hunter Avallone, except Hunter Avallone, he doesn't have that character arc where he can be respected because he didn't learn from it. He just copes. He's just in denial and copes. And he knows it. He knows it, but he still actively chooses to walk this morally righteous ground, right? And that's how he just dismisses anything that has to do with masculinity. Let's be honest. Lauren Southern was Destiny's smash thing. Oh, okay. Pause, George. Pause. Sneeko got the laugh after losing to a debate with Hunter a few months ago. City Boys up. Yeah, what's up, guys? Sup, Analyzed Doctor. So, yeah, man. I mean, that's the situation, right? That's the situation. That's what I've learned. And, yeah, let's not fall into that liberal mentality trap, right? Where you're just trying to always virtue signal the right thing. I don't think Hunter Avallone is too far gone. But in this situation, bro, this is what led to divorce, right? This is what led to divorce. And what does the RPs, what do RP people say in this community, right? It's that women initiate divorce. That's what the truth says. That's what the statistics reflects, is that women initiate divorce. And they are more likely to initiate divorce if they are college educated. Was his girl college educated? I'm sure she was. Did she develop masculine characteristics against her ex-husband?
An alpha female?
Probably so. Was she of a feminist mindset? Probably. And these women still want to be dominated by the darkest RP dude possible, right? In order to essentially have some sort of real intimate masculine moment. So that's why it's better just to lean towards the RP, become that dude, acknowledge the truth, and not shame it or sarcastically dismiss it and make jokes about it, right? Because this is, unfortunately, this is how your girl made you look, bro. That sucks. And it can happen to RP guys as well, right? Because it's not just that you just say you're RP and then it's done. Like, oh yeah, I'm just RP, I know the truth. You must use the truth to look at your life and then see, hey, where am I lacking, right? How, if this happened to me, at least you're not unaware of how this happened. At least you know exactly where it happened and how you could have changed, how you could have made better decisions, how you could have picked a better partner, how you could have led her in a better direction, right?